Hello there, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Gabe, and today Nintendo released their Indie World Showcase. I wanted to check it out. I figured we could live stream it together and see, what's happening. So these are going to be my live reactions. I want to see what they have to offer. I'm really excited. I love the Indie World Showcases. What do you think of them? And let's get started. I'm glad you're here watching it with me. All right. Yeah, obviously with the COVID stuff, they're still padding everything, Stuff can still change.
Hello everyone, welcome to Indie World. My name's Ted.
And I'm Elise,
like
we're here to check out a fresh selection of indie games coming to the Nintendo Switch system.
There are lots of great games out there, and we're here to help you find your next favorites. So let's get started.
Hey, it's me, Alex. I'm okay. I met this girl, this boy, loser, at the diner, at the gas station, in the mountains. They were hitchhiking, driving. They were escaping to the border. Looking for someone called Zoe, John, Jared, Sonia. And running from the police, running from some bad guys. They helped me, played games with me. They stole my money. And they made me realize that I have to come back home. I have to make my own way to help the brigades. Where am I? Road 13, Road 42, Road 67, Road 96.
Hey, ici
Wow.
Digixart, studio indé du sud de la France. On est heureux de vous annoncer que notre nouveau jeu sortira sur Nintendo Switch.
Road 96 est un jeu narratif et procédural
Okay.
inspiré par les
That's
road movies
fair.
des années 90.
They're
C'était un
French.
super défi de vous raconter une histoire en commençant par n'importe quel morceau et on est très content de la fin de
I
ça.
love
On a mis tout
French
ce qu'on aime dans les road
culture.
trips. Des émotions fortes, des surprises à chaque tournant.
I took
Ce jeu, c'est des souvenirs de voyage qu'on a créés juste
5
pour vous.
years of
Où on
French.
vous emmène, personne ne le sait, car votre chemin vous appartient.
And was so
On espère que ce
fortunate to be
premier
able to go
aperçu de
over
Road
to
96 vous plaira.
France and experience that firsthand. I love French culture, art.
I'm excited to see where these roads
their
lead in this
experiences, their
procedural,
history,
story-driven
everything
game from
is so
Digixart.
wonderful about France.
Take on the roles of different teenagers and hit the open road for a path to freedom.
On this perilous trip, you'll meet characters from all walks of life and learn their intertwining stories. Some folks may help you out, others might impede your journey. With thousands of potential paths to take, the decisions you make, both big and small, can drastically alter your experience. What happens if you take the bus?
Take it easy.
Or call a taxi? In the end, all roads have to lead somewhere.
You're not lying, are you?
There are many roads. Which one will you take? Road 96 drives onto Nintendo Switch later this year.
Interesting. That'll
Hi,
probably be-
I'm Neil. I go by Aerial Knight Online, and I'm the creator and developer of Aerial Knights Never Yield, a narrative runner that captures the spirit of classic games in the genre, but with a few new features and a lot of style. I created this game in Detroit to make space for myself in the game industry, which previously refused to make space for me, and with the help of some of my amazing friends who created something that represents much more. I'm proud to announce that Aerial Knights Never Yield will be coming to Nintendo Switch, which means you can free run your way to victory to the beat of a dope soundtrack at home or on the go. Please enjoy this look at Aerial Knights Never Yield.
That's awesome.
I keep it going like, I keep it moving like, I keep it going like.
Good for him, dude. This looks awesome. I think he said that he did this himself, right? He created this in Detroit, but I think he said it was basically by himself. Maybe not the soundtrack. He worked with other people, but that's good
Bringing
for
it back
him.
in full effect to the next. Running with the best,
This
never
looks
listen
so
to
cool.
step. From the east to the west, I stay fresh, I finesse, I progress with no stress. In and out the city, I get busy, they can't get me, I can't be stopped. I'm on top, 100%, I'm giving it all I got. It's on lock, I'm gon' rock. Let's roll, they know, rain, snow, nothing gonna get in the way, I just go.
Dang, that's awesome. Good
I
for
gotta
him,
say,
man. He
this
saw
definitely
that
isn't
he
your
wasn't
typical runner.
represented in
A
video
3D
games,
side
and he
scroller with
created it
parkour action
there.
set in a futuristic Tokyo-style Detroit? Sign me up.
Run, jump, slide, and dash through the city as the protagonist Wally to save what's left of the future. And you'll no doubt be head-bopping to the amazing soundtrack by Detroit artist Daniel Wilkins, with vocals from artists around the world.
Aerial
Cool.
Knights Never Yield slides onto Nintendo Switch May 19th.
This looks
A
more
demo
my
will be
style than the other
available
one.
on
Oh, there's a
Nintendo
demo
eShop
today.
later today.
Definitely go download that and see what you guys think.
Annapurna Interactive, publisher of Florence and What Remains of Edith Finch, have a couple more artistic gems headed to Nintendo Switch. Let's take a look.
What Remains of Edith Finch is a great game.
Jack, everybody thinks you're me.
We have to face the facts here. We aren't ever gonna be the same again.
Why are you only speaking to me and not the others?
I bent over backwards trying to keep this family together, but what can I do with this?
This is mental! Dad! You've been playing.
I haven't done anything.
This is the next frontier. Now show them what you're made of.
How do you know what to keep? And what to get rid of?
This is a lot more like
There's some
What
things
Remains
that
of
I
Edith
can't
Finch
let
right
go.
here.
They transport me to the past, to distant memories, and dreams that cascade into one another. Before I know it, I'm pulled back to the present. Standing here, alone.
Yeah. Annapurna Interactive makes, like, I wouldn't call them games because they're not, like,
Last Stop
fun,
arrives on
but
Nintendo Switch
they
July
are
2021.
experiences to be had.
Hindsight
Like,
comes to
What Remains
Nintendo
of Edith
Switch
Finch
later
isn't-
this year.
I mean, there's
On behalf of
gameplay,
everyone
but
here
it's
at
more like-
Roll7, I'm stoked to announce our next title.
It's so Annapurna Interactive is like this full experience. It's not a, you know, there are gameplay elements where you are, you know, doing gameplay like stuff. I'm trying to think, like, you know, you may be without giving away too much, like with What Remains of Edith Finch, you might be platforming a little bit, or solving a puzzle or something, but it's not like you are, you know, playing Legend of Zelda. It's not like you're playing something like that. It's just an experience to be had, and they're not usually very long either. They're usually between, you know, 1 to 6 hours. I would say, like, 6 hours being the max. I think I spent 2 or 3 hours on What Remains of Edith Finch, but great game. Great experience to be had. That one was free on Epic Game Stores, I think. That's where I played it. And the Microsoft Xbox, whatever thing they've got, the Play Pass or whatever, it was free on there for a while as well, I think. So you play that. It's also on the Switch, so definitely give it a look. I imagine it'll be on sale during this
Our new game is a vibrant action platformer taking you on a journey across the island of Radland on a quest to meet the legendary skate gods. Skateboarding is a sport and an art form with so much space for creativity and expression, and that's something we really wanted to capture in our new game. We're embracing the weird, wonderful, and diverse sides of skateboarding in a game that's all about going on a road trip with your friends, finding crazy spots, and of course, skating everything in sight. The team have put a lot of love into this project, and we're really excited to share it with you. So without further ado, here's a look at Ollie Ollie World.
Ollie Ollie World.
The latest title in the Ollie Ollie series from Roll7 is just off the rails. Tear up the streets of Radland and search for the mystical skate gods on your quest for Nirvana in this slick action platformer. The developers have created a silky smooth gameplay experience with super tight controls and level design that flows with your combos. There are so many tricks to master that even a legendary skater would tremble.
Dude,
there's no need to aim for precision all the time, though. Down for a more chilled out experience? Explore multiple paths through the game's levels. Along the way, you'll get to meet colorful characters, take on quirky side quests, and discover all the hidden secrets of this weird and gorgeous skating utopia.
Look at the colors.
Ride through Radland in Ollie Ollie World.
The colors
on
and
Nintendo
shading
Switch
in that look
this winter.
phenomenal. I really like the artwork in that.
Hallo, ich bin Anselm Püter von Studio Seufz aus Deutschland. Vor etwa 9 Jahren kam ich beim Wandern an eine Höhle, die mit einer alten Sage verknüpft ist. Ein alter König legte sich angeblich dort zur Ruhe und bat seinen Diener, ihn aufzuwecken, sobald die Zeit gekommen ist. Ich fand diese Geschichte so faszinierend, dass ich unbedingt ein Videospiel davon machen wollte, wo man 400 Tage lang auf dieses Erwachen warten muss. Und einige Jahre lang war dieses Spiel mein Herzensprojekt, weil ich herausfinden wollte, wie man Zeit als Spielmechanik verwenden kann, um diese Geschichte zu erzählen. Ich hoffe, ihr werdet alle Spaß haben, jetzt The Longing auf der Nintendo Switch zu spielen.
Can we just take a second to go back to that? He has a flail in the background there. That is straight up a flail. Like, you know, I'm listening to what he says and all that. Good for him. Cool, cool, cool. But he's got a head mannequin and a flail. So...
The Longing auf der Nintendo Switch zu spielen.
Cool, cool, cool. Oh, cool, dude. Oh, this is trippy. This looks like a very comic book style artwork mixed with, you know, one of those old text games where you're like, look at this, go upstairs, sit on couch, like that, you know. But with actual artistry. Wow.
This hand-drawn art style, I've never seen anything like it. And wow, 400 days in real time?
What?
You don't actually have to play this adventure game to see how it ends. But that doesn't mean you should leave this little guy all alone.
What?
This is a shade, the last servant of a king who once ruled an underground kingdom. Explore dark caves, complete time-based puzzles, and collect items as you long for him to awaken. The Longing comes to Nintendo Switch later today.
What? That's 400 days real time? That's wild. What in the world? That's crazy cool. That is like a huge risk as a theater practitioner who like does some weird stuff like that where you'll just sit and stare at the audience for 5 minutes and just like take that in and live in that awkwardness and whatever comes through that. Good on him for taking that risk. That is going to be there's something really cool about living in that and exploring it and then finding that uncomfortableness and then living through that boredom and whatnot all through 400 days of real time. That is so cool. Good for him. Wow. I wonder what the payoff will be. I kind of want to get that game just to see what happens at the end of that 400 days. Very cool.
What's our next game?
There is no game.
All right then?
No, really. The game is actually called There Is No Game. It's a point-and-click comedy adventure filled with riddles and puzzles. There's a broader story here in this non-game as well. Let's not ruin the fun, though. Just know this. If you're looking for something different, something experimental that's full of surprises, then look no further.
There Is No Game Wrong Dimension launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
I don't really like comedy games like that.
Hi, this is JF from Tribute Games.
And I'm Cyril from The Tenue.
Today we're very excited to announce Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge for Nintendo Switch system.
This game is a side-scrolling beat-em-up. We took direct inspiration from the classic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games like Turtles in Time. We're using the classic and famous 87 design with colorful pixel art.
We are really happy to have the game coming to Nintendo Switch, as the platform and features fit the project perfectly.
We hope you like this trailer as much as we do.
See you in Dimension X.
I don't know anything about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so you guys will have to tell me if this looks good or not. I mean, I can say whether it looks good or not, but like you have to tell me if it holds true to the original. I don't usually play these kind of like side-scrolly beat-em-ups. That's not usually my style, and that's primarily because I'm not good at that. So why play something if you're not good at it and you don't get enjoyment out of it? I mean, it looks good. The pixel art looks fun, but probably not my style.
Whoa! Did we just flash back to the 80s?
Even better, this is a new game that proudly celebrates its roots. The game is reminiscent of classic arcade beat-em-ups, and it's got a blend of retro and modern visuals. This side-scroller reunites our 4 favorite turtles as they kick some serious shell. Dive into this bodacious game, developed by Tribute Games and published by Dotemu, who also published Streets of Rage 4 and Wonder Boy: The
Streets of
Dragon's
Rage
Trap.
4. That's kind of what I'm saying. It's like side-scrolling.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles:
beat 'em up.
Shredder's Revenge comes to Nintendo Switch later this year.
Okay.
Chris Tales, from Colombian developers Dreams Incorporated and Sick, draws inspiration from classic and modern JRPGs. What especially stands out about it is the time-traveling aspect of gameplay. You can shift time during combat, which can have a variety of effects, like making enemies younger and thus easier to defeat.
While exploring this handcrafted dark...
That's like, that reminds me of like when, sorry, spoiler for Avengers Endgame, but when, and not really a spoiler, but just a funny moment, when Rhodey's like, can we just go back in time and find baby Thanos and like, just turn him little and makes him easier to defeat. What?
Fairy tale world. You'll recruit a diverse
First off,
cast of
that's
allies
awful.
and discover new realms, such as the Shining Kingdom of Crystallis. Can you stop the Empress from destroying the world? Chris Tales lands on Nintendo Switch July 20th.
Okay.
Showcasing a stylized Japanese aesthetic, Getsu Fumiden delivers a dynamic hack-and-slash roguelite experience filled with perilous dungeons, fierce boss battles, and intense skill-based combat.
Delve into the depths of the underworld while mastering a diverse range of weapons and otherworldly powers to drive back the dark forces dwelling within. Getsu Fumiden, Undying Moon, comes to Nintendo Switch next year.
Okay, that's a fair ways away.
Hola, soy Guille de Lienzo, el estudio mexicano detrás de Aztec Forgotten Gods. Hoy estamos súper emocionados de compartir con ustedes por fin nuestro siguiente proyecto, un juego de acción-aventura inspirado en una de las culturas más hermosas del planeta. Aztec Forgotten Gods combina una historia profunda con un universo fascinante y lleno de acción. En Lienzo, estamos muy orgullosos de poder compartir un poquito de México con jugadores en todo el mundo. Esperemos que les guste.
If you're looking for a grand adventure, look no further than Aztec Forgotten Gods. It tells the story of Ashley, a courageous woman who battles colossal deities. The game puts Aztec mythology and futuristic technology front and center.
As Ashley, you'll gain powerful arm upgrades, traverse different areas within a modern Mesoamerican metropolis, and encounter all sorts of characters to uncover ancient secrets. However, sometimes the truth is best left forgotten. Aztec Forgotten Gods soars onto the Nintendo Switch system fall 2021.
I feel like that's a really cool concept. I love the, delving into that, ancient history and uncovering that. But just the style of game, I feel like I would not enjoy. The 3D games that look because I love 3D games, right? And 3D landscapes and stuff like that. But certain 3D art styles do not appeal to me as much, and I can almost always tell, like, I'm going to enjoy this game, I'm not going to enjoy this game based on the art style and how the mechanics work, and I don't know if I would enjoy that one as much as other 3D art style games. Not that it's bad.
안녕하세요. 사우스포 게임즈 대표 박상우입니다. 스컬 더 히어로스 레이어는 로그 요소가 가미된 액션 플랫포머 게임입니다. 저희 스튜디오는 대한민국 전남대학교에 있는 게임 개발 동아리에서 탄생하였습니다. 어릴 적부터 액션 플랫포머 게임에 빠져 살았던 꿈 많은 청년들은 대학교 동아리에서 만나 팀을 이루었고 여러 시행착오 끝에 스컬을 완성했습니다. 세상을 구하기 위해 수많은 몬스터와 마음을 무찌르는 용사와 같은 판타지 클리셰도 재밌지만 그 반대는 어떨까요? 이제 곧 불멸의 최악체 몬스터 스켈레톤의 영웅담이 시작됩니다.
Oh, cool. So you play as the skeleton mob that is trying to destroy the people. His art style, man.
Skull the Hero Slayer is a 2D fast-action roguelite where you take on an entire army to rescue your king. And the best part, to progress in the game, you'll need to swap abilities, which is done by swapping heads.
With 90 playable characters, heads, each with their own special abilities, plus numerous items and upgrades, there are certainly enough possibilities here to make your head spin.
Maybe it's
so
not
get ahead.
I thought that's what he said, though. Like,
in Skull the Hero Slayer,
not gonna be,
launching on Nintendo Switch, summer 2021.
We'll have to wait and see, because I thought that
We're
was
nearing the end of today's showcase. Before we go, there are several more indie games we'd like to show you. Please, take a look.
Maybe Silk Song? That would be cool. Oh, that looks sick. Fez! Guys, if you haven't played Fez, play Fez. It's such a good game. That's Fez right there. Art of Rally. Okay, that doesn't look like a typical racing game though, so that could be fun. Kiwi, that looks hilarious. I've never heard of that game. Look how cute that is. Labyrinth City Tier, the Maze. That looks sick, dude. That looks like a Where's Waldo come to life. That looks awesome. Weaving Tide. I've never heard of this game either. That looks really cool. Like where you're sewing stuff and weaving, and that looks cool. House of the Dead remake. I've never heard of this one. Doesn't look like it's for me. Ender Lilies. Ooh! That is cool. I like that art style. Beasts of Maravilla Island. Interesting. Fez! Oh, this is such a fun game. Such cool mechanics in this one. I highly, highly, highly recommend you play that.
Ready to start your next indie adventure on Nintendo Switch? Head on over to Nintendo eShop or Nintendo.com for our Indie World sale, available later today.
Cool, so there's a big sale coming.
That's all for today's Indie World Showcase. We hope you're looking forward to these games.
On behalf of everyone at Nintendo, we'd like to thank our talented community of partners and developers for bringing their games to the Nintendo Switch system. And thank you to all of our amazing fans for tuning in.
To stay up to date with all the latest news from Indie World,
come on,
please be
say
sure
one
to
more
follow
thing.
our official Twitter account at IndieWorldNA. Until next time,
Happy gaming.
We spoke too soon. We actually have one more game to show you.
Okay. Silk Song, Silk Song, Silk Song.
Welcome, welcome. First, we're gonna
This is
have a
not
little
Silk
fun
Song.
tonight, folks.
Residents of Covina have reported strange interruptions in their radio broadcasts over the phone.
I need visual confirmation of the clouds above Edwards Island. Over.
Riley, come in, Riley. Can you hear me? Riley? Riley, are you there?
What? Whoa. Okay. All right. Well. Okay. That last one looks cool. I have no idea what that game is. I don't know what it's I don't know anything. I don't know anything about that other than it looks really cool and very trippy. It looks like Edward Island. I feel like, so Julianne and I listen to a lot of podcasts, and one of them is called Supernatural. It's part of the Parcast network and whatnot, and it's really great. This woman named Ashley Flowers tells these stories about supernatural events, aliens and cryptozoology and all sorts of things. And I feel like we heard one about Edward Island, and I feel like there's some paranormal activity that goes on Edward Island. So I'll be interested to see if they like really are diving into that and making that an experience with a video game. And I think that's really cool. What a lot of these indies, do is that they aren't, they aren't doing just straight up games. They're actually giving you an experience, similar to what I was talking about with Annapurna Interactive. A lot of games are giving you experiences to be had rather than just a fun game. So it's more like a movie or going to a theatrical event. So that's very cool. I'm interested to see what that last one is. So cool. I thought this was a pretty good Indie World showcase. Not the best that I've seen. Would have loved to have seen a couple ones that we've seen in the past that are like, they're coming, but we don't know when exactly they're coming. Silk Song, obviously, everybody always gets their hopes up for Silk Song and then it's just crushed. So I know they're taking their time because of, I'm pretty sure they said specifically that they're taking their time because of COVID, and they want to make sure that everybody's safe. Nobody's, having the crunch or anything like that, which is great. But gosh, I want to see that game. And also Sports Story, which is the sequel to Golf Story. And they also said that they were taking more time, but that the game will be worth it. So that's cool. That's cool. I'm very excited for them, whenever that may be. We'll probably get another one here in June or July, I would imagine. Yeah, and get stuff for the September, December launch windows. So cool. Thank you so much for watching this with me. What did you think? What games are you interested in? Are you going to pick any of these up? And yeah, especially with that sale, there's a good sale going on right now. So let me know what you're going to pick up. So cool. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.